This conference will now be recorded.
Ravi, Ravi, are you there? Ravi, are you able to hear me? So may I know the reason why you have not submitted your assignment on Friday until now? So when you submit the assignment, after that you can join the class, Ravi. Okay. If you think you can submit the assignment after this session, then for sure you can join the session after this class.
Sir, sir,
Yes.
hello? Sir, I am
Yes, Ravi.
prepared, sir.
hmm So send
Actually,
me.
I am logging my mobile, sir.
So where is your laptop?
I am out of the page.
Your voice is not coming. There are lots of noise, Ravi.
I,
So Ravi, when you can submit the assignment, you can join the class. Correct?
no,
You are out of village. I understand that, but you have certain responsibilities which you are required to complete. If you are not able to complete, you could have mailed me. I already told you my mail ID. Okay. So when you will complete your assignment, probably after that you can come. Thank you, Ravi.
This conference will now be recorded.
I'm audible now.
Yes,
So my screen is visible.
yes, sir.
Okay, so I got a message from Liquid that when I'm installing any package, Delta RPM disable showing. So don't worry about that. As of now, concentrate on whether you are able to successfully install the package or not.
Yes, yes,
You're able to install package successfully, correct?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So that should be the motive. We'll see that later. Okay, so anybody has any doubt in the previous sessions, whatever we have gone through yet? Any doubts?
Once again, control tab again.
Sorry? Crontab.
Crontabs.
Yeah, I think you have mentioned in your assignment also, correct?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
crontab is not working for me too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I also mentioned.
Yep. Some people have mentioned in the assignment. I've gone through that. So this is the way I go into the cron tab. Okay, I will go into the cron tab, but before that, let me see what are all the files I do have. I was having a file called script also, correct? But why I'm not able to see that? There is the script.sh cat script.sh. Script.sh is the one who is going to create a file, but it's going to take some arguments. So simple script is just going to print the arguments. Mhm. So let me go back to previous version so that I can run that script in crontab and we can see the changes.
అడగాలంటే నీరు రావట్లేదు నా బాబు. అది చెరువు ఆన్ చేస్తాం కదా, చెరువు గడేస్తే దేనికి వేస్తాం, వాళ్ళు ఆన్ చేయాలి, వాళ్ళు ఆన్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ తడిచిపోతాయి.
Venkatesh sir, you're on unmute. So let me run the script.sh and see what is doing. Yeah, it's creating a file, correct? So it means the script is working, script.sh. So the location of that script is root test script.sh. Fine. So let's open the cron tab /etc/cron tab. Here, what I want is I want to execute every minute. So I will mark everywhere star and then using root user I want to execute /root/ test/script.sh. I just want to run this. Okay, let's see whether it's running or not. Script.sh mkdir in. Okay, let me see whether it should be creating in root folder. So let me remove all the Wednesday files. Yep, you can see that this script is executed and it has created this file. Sunday, September 4, 22. Was it 4 only, correct? No, but it's okay. Let me see what is the date here. Yeah, it's still Sunday and it's night 22, 20, 38. So we can wait for another minute to execute the script and see any another folder is coming or not. Let me remove first. You can see that another folder is there with that name. So the script is working here. So can everybody try something like this? This is just a file name which I have kept actually. etc crontab. Here what I have done is I have made this to execute at every minute and every hour. So that is why I have made star 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 everywhere. And the user I wanted is to be get executed as root. And the what I wanted to execute, which command I wanted to execute root/test/script.sh, which we have created. I want this script is to be executed every time. Okay, and you can see that It's getting executed. You can see that third also got created. 20th minute it got executed. 21st minute it got executed. 22nd minute also it got executed. Okay, so who are all not able to execute this successfully? May I know?
Yes, sir. Mine didn't work.
So have you have done through a script, or you have just given a simple command to execute?
Sir, same as through script only.
Hmm. So have you tested the script simply running before crontab whether that script is working or not?
No, sir.
So that's a kind of testing before you do something, correct?
Yes, sir.
So before you execute something, let's say I have given a command here. I have added a command here in crontab, uitc crontab. I've added a command here, but who knows whether this command exactly works or not? I don't know that. So to make sure this command is working, if you say that sir my cron tab is not working, then I will not be able to identify that where the problem is. The problem is with your cron tab or with your this script itself, which is not able to run. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so first execute the individual script and check whether it's working or not, and the way you are executing the type the same thing here. Okay,
Okay, sir. Also, I'm getting error like slash
hmm
win bash bad interpreter, not a directory.
so what you have entered into the command, can you show me, or can you send me through the mail?
Okay,
Send
sir.
me your
I'll
mail
send
through the
it.
errors, along with the errors, okay? And the
Okay,
content of
sir.
your file also. Okay, thank you, Monali. And who else was facing the problem? Anyone else? And somebody told that there was a doubt or they were unable to understand. So, is it filling the gap now, or you have still have some doubts? Guys, I'm not able to hear anything from anybody. Who are all have told that cron tab is not working, or they want another lecture of cron tab. So what overall things has been done today yet? Is it filling the gap, or you are still in doubt so that I can decide what to do next?
Today we'll try, sir.
Okay, fine. So next command what I was about to taught today is mount command. Okay, what is mount? So mount command says mount can be used to mount a file system. So here is a brief description about it. All files accessible in a Unix system are arranged in one big tree. The file hierarchy rooted as slash. These files can be spread out over several devices. The mount command serves to attach the file system found on same device to a big file tree. So let me describe what it says actually. So let's say you have your computer, and that you have not computer. Let's say you have a laptop, and that you have plugged in your mouse, not mouse, sorry, USB stick. You have plugged in your USB stick. So now what happen is this is a file system. USB will have a file system. Okay. So we wanted to see a file system in this computer. Okay. Before that, we will understand what is file system. Anybody does have any idea about it? Like what is file system? Any understanding also, you can give a try also. Either it's a right or wrong, no issues. Anybody has heard of it before? I think I have given example of file system. Not in this class, but yeah, sometime back. Anybody wants to give a try? Okay. Nobody want to give a try, so let me try. Somebody has given a try. Let me say it. File system is a set of processes that controls how, where, and when data is stored and retrieved from a storage device. Set of processes. It's I will not say it's a set of process, but remaining things, what are all things you have told, is correct. File system is the one who is going to control how, where, and when the data needs to be get stored. So let me give an example separate briefly. File system. Let's say you have formatted your disk in ext3 file system. This is your hard disk HDD, and you have formatted in ext3. Let's say, or ext4. So or any file system or any format you have formatted in. So what I'm trying to make you understand is it has been formatted in any file system. After formatting, it will read the block, how far is the length, and it will maintain the metadata here in the starting section. So whenever any data gets written in this block, so you know that memory is not contiguous in nature. So let's say if you are writing a 600 MB of movie, so movie is not going to be get written simply like this. No, some part will get written here, some part will get written here, some part will get written here, some part here, some part here. Anywhere it will be written in bunch of small packets. Okay, so when it's written, all the location used to be get updated here in the metadata. Sorry. So whenever you try to read your movie or whenever you try to read your file, you come and access this metadata information, and this will tell you how to read the first block, second block, third block, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11th block, so that you will be able to read your movie completely. This is about movie. This is correct for any file also. Let's say if you're writing a Word file, it will be get written in small uh, fraction. It will not written in whole bunch of one file. No, it will not happen like that. Okay. So different file system manages this fraction in different way. Different file system manages their metadata in different way, and that is what makes each and every file system different from one file system to another. Everybody tries to make more efficient in terms of accessing the data. So let's say some people do manage their metadata in the last, and they give the starting from starting till the last before the metadata itself to manage their space. So it's like how you are managing your space, how you are keeping your data into this space, and how you are retrieving the data into this space. That all depends on these file system types in which you have formatted. Either it's ext3 or ext4 or ntfs or fat or btrfs or xfs, anything. Okay, so that is a basic of file system. I can say that you can understand, you can make a picture of what is called file system and what is the context here. So let's say you have USB. USB is having a file system. You wanted to read the data in the USB. So you wanted to read this whole set of data, correct? So this whole set of data, let's say it's formatted with ext3 file system. Let's say an example. This hard disk, this hard HDD, I've told that this is formatted in ext3. Now you consider that this is not an HDD. This is your USB itself. You have plugged in this USB into this your laptop, and USB is formatted to ext3. So now what is the requirement of your system? This is your laptop. This will have driver for ext3. Package for ext3 should have installed in this. By default it comes installed, so you need not to worry about. But let's say if you are formatting your USB in something which is a bit rare, in that case your laptop will say that this file system is unknown. What is the file system type? It will report, and it will say that this is an unknown file system. So by looking at the logs, you have to make sure that you have ext3, ext4 or btrfs file system driver install in your laptop also. Why? Because this USB device will have metadata in this section, and this section is formatted in ext3. So to read that data, read this metadata from this USB device, you need an ext3 driver here also in laptop, which understand how this has been written. Okay. So this is clear that let's say if USB file system is formatted in one XYZ file system, so the driver or the package for XYZ file system is required to have in your laptop also. Okay. So now let's say your laptop has a driver or your laptop has a package, and that package will be able to understand the USB file system. Now what? After plugging in, you are required to put this USB drive at a location in your file system so that you are able to read the data. So what happens when you plug in the USB? When you plug in the USB in your Linux system, it will be displayed automatically in /dev/sdb, let's say, or it can be stc/sdc or sdd also it can be. Okay. So as soon as you plug in your pen drive, it's going to be like this: STB, STC, STD. So it means that this device has been recognized as STB, STC, STD in your Linux. Now what you need to do is you need to read this SDB. So for reading this SDB, just one second, let me get the charger back. So I'm back. Thank you, Sai, for sending the assignments quickly. So what we are trying to understand here is mount command, and mount command how works, how mount command and work, and what is the requirement of that mount command. We are trying to understand here. Okay, so there is a laptop, and in that laptop, let's say you have connected a USB drive, and USB drive is having a file system. So what is this file system? What is this file system called? File system is a way of keeping data into your hard disk or USB drive, USB device. So it can be in ext3 or ext4. So let's say let's say it's an ext3. So consider or assume here that USB has been formatted in ext3. So to read this device, you need to have a driver or a package installed of ext3 in your laptop also. Okay, so this is your laptop. So let's say what happens when you now it is clear that we need to install, we need to have ext3 here. If we are formatting in ext3 here, we need to have ext3 here also in your laptop. So now let's see what happens when you connect your USB device. When you connect your USB device, it will be recognized by the kernel or by the driver that this is the device, and it has USB capability. So it will be get mounted, not mounted, it will be get displayed in slash dev slash sdp or slash dev slash sdc or slash dev slash sdd. So let's consider that you have your USB device and it is getting displayed in sdb. So in that case, what you will do, if you double click, you will get nothing here in this. If you double click on this device, you will get nothing. So how to read the data of this USB device? So for reading the data of this USB device, you are required to run a command that is called mount. Mount comes with two arguments: mount source device and the destination directory. Source device means which device you wanted to mount, and then destination where you wanted to mount. Where means like in which folder you wanted to mount. So we need to give a folder location also here. So let's say you have a folder location called slash mnt and slash. This is a folder location. So you can give slash mnt slash here, and that file system will get mounted here. After running this command, mount, then space slash div slash sdb, and then space slash mnt slash. It's going to mount your pen drive into this location slash mnt slash. So whenever you go to that location, you'll be able to see all the files. In some Linux system, that happens by default. Whenever you plug a USB device, you will be able to get your uh, display window by default immediately as soon as you, not even as soon as you open the browser, it opens your Explorer in Windows immediately. So what happens in Windows? In Windows, when you open your, whenever you plug in your pen drive, it opens a browser, not browser even, it opens File Explorer, and it shows you it's a D drive or E drive. So this is what has already happened in background in Linux. When you plug in your pen drive, you can give a try when you are plugging in your pen drive in your, but not in this Linux, because what you are going through the Linux is actually it's a server, and server it does not happen automatically. So you are required to do all the things manually the way we are going through right now. it will get automatically displayed in /dev/sdb. After that, you need to run this mount command along with these two argument device and then the location, folder location. This folder location can be anything. It's need not to be /mnt only. It can be like this also, slash home slash test, because we have a test user, slash downloads slash USB drive, USB drive you can say. This location you can give here, and all your data of USB will be get displayed in this USB drive folder actually after running this command. So is it clear or not clear? Is it clear to everyone or not?
So if the file system of the USB drive is different, then how to install the that package ext3 or ext4?
Okay, let me share Ubuntu screen. May I know who asked this question?
The sign.
Okay, so you are required to install this package, a utility for managing ext2, ext3 and ext4 file system. Okay,
Okay, sir.
let's say you have formatted in XFS. So libguest-fs-xfs is required for you to install. Okay, and maybe, but this is for development purpose, not for you. You might be needed to require xfs procs.x36_64 because this says utility for managing the XFS file system. Okay, so like this, you may have same thing for NTFS also. You can see that. Add support for Windows case of Word v2v and Word v2v. No, that's different thing. Virtual machine disk images, access and modify virtual disk images. That's NTFS. I search for NTFS itself. NTFS. Okay, we need to install this and check whether we are able to access NTFS file system or not. Because NTFS is basically a Windows native file system. Okay, which we need to have Linux driver for that or Linux package for that. After having a Linux, we can access that package. Okay, so this is all about mount command. Anybody has any doubt here? Okay, I'm able to recall that yesterday we have been doing some debugging. In that debugging, I was about to tell the another process of debugging your system, correct? Yes. Nobody has mentioned that in Friday class. So nobody has revised it or how it is. Ajit, Karuna, Lalita. Monali Gupta, Hani, Prithvi, Rahul, Sandeep, Swati. No one is able to hear me? Come on, guys, am I audible or not?
Yes, sir. Audible.
So if everybody is silent, how will I know? Nobody is acknowledging even yes, no, or what it is, how it is. Okay. Karuna, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So in last lecture,
Okay.
have I mentioned something about like we need to know about the second method as well. You remember something like that?
Uh, no, sir. Dash plus telling day to time year whatever. So,
Yes. And after that in crontab, I have added a command called reboot.
sir.
And how to debug that I have showed you. How to remove that entry. So at that time I told that there are two methods. One I'm showing you right now. Another maybe I will show in future or maybe next class.
Sir.
Mm-hmm. Just tell me, Karuna. You're saying something.
Nothing, sir. Dash
Okay.
before plus a day year time tax from hyphen double hyphen or single hyphen. What is
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. I'll come back to that. I'll
it?
explain that now. Okay, the second thing, what I was explaining.
Okay, sir.
So I got a message. Whomsoever is sending message probably can send to everybody so that another people also can get benefited with the questions. Okay. So somebody has asked me that, sir, when we run the command yum search xfs, it shows error. Can't find valid base URL from repo. What is that? I don't have active internet connection actually. That's why it's showing in that repository. Sorry, in that virtual machine. This time also it will show. You can see that all the error. Initially it was showing errors because I don't have internet connection. If I ping google.com, you can see that name or service not known. Let me see. Yeah, it's int 0 is 3 only. Hyphen VEN P0S3. I've got an IP. Now if I do, it will simply update the package. You can see that it's downloaded and it's updating the metadata. Okay, I missed one more thing in last classes, I believe. So nobody is able to remind me what I'm missing in last classes. If you'll not remind, then how it's going to work, guys?
Sir, we have scheduled a job to reboot every minute. So how to
Hmm.
recover
Yeah,
that is that one.
that is pending. And I have told some days back also that I will explain about repository files where it's getting connected. I'm not sure whether I have covered that part or not, but nobody has notified me, so you have not covered. That's not good, actually. If I'm not covering something, if I'm forgetting something, you should tell me, because I will have so many things in my mind to teach you guys, and during that I may miss something also. I will try not to, but there are chances that I may miss some corner cases. Okay, so let me cover first quickly in the first thing about the repository. Mm, okay, and later I will cover this debug part. So repository, when we do yum update, last class we might have some of the last classes we might have understood that how yum update updates its repository, correct? So in that yum update, one second, give me a second. I'm just trying to move this. Okay, so when we do yum update, when we run yum update command, we will have something like this, which it'll guys give you an idea to revise also. It will you will have computer here, and in that computer you are running this yum update command. This yum update command you guys are running. After that, what it will do is it will go to a file. That file name is called /etc slash yum slash repos dot d slash xyz repo. This xyz can be anything, but it will go to a repo file where where we have already mentioned the location of the website that where this repo has to be searched. So let's say mirror.centos.org we have mentioned here. Okay, so it will go to the website and in web, and it will check for mirror.centos.com, and it downloads the metadata into its system. So probably on that day, on last day, I might have not told this information. Okay, because this contains a bit different information, and it might confuse you as well. So that's why I have kept it to give you a separate thing about it. So last time when I told you that when you do yum update it, your computer directly goes to the web and searches the gets the metadata from the repository and downloads it into the system, and further it proceeds. Further means like it searches the package name in the metadata, and after searching the name in metadata, it install its and it downloads that particular package and from the from the repository and install, and that it install that package into the system. That is what happens. Okay, but who's telling this computer to go to this repository only? So this file is the one who's telling to go to this repository. Okay, let me simply enable and disable the file so that you can see the effect that it's turning off and on from this file, that some repository is not updating and it's getting turned off. Okay, so that you can see the effect here. Vi etc. Yep,
Sir, what information do we need to mention in that repo file?
yep, I'm coming
So
back to
please
that only.
tell that also. Okay, okay, sir.
Yep, you can see that it's all about. You can see that there are several files here. Okay, base repo, CR repo, debug info repo, fast track media, sources, CentOS vault, CentOS x86 underscore 64 hyphen kernel dot repo. So this is the main base repo over from where we used to get our all packages. Debug info is like debug packages. Let's say if you want to debug something, so there are separate repository for that. Sources, CentOS-sources.repo, it's for the package along with the sources. Let's say you have downloaded a package called XFS, but what code has gone into XFS? You wanted to look at those. So you are required to download the source code of that. So for that, you need to enable this repository, and there is a separate command in yum itself to download only source code. So you can download the source code from this repository and you can update it. And this is media based repository. I'm not sure what is this fast track repository. Media based repository means like packages which deals with multimedia actually. Okay. This kernel.repo is basically a separate repository for managing your kernel. Let's say if you are updating your kernel, downgrading your kernel, so it has to download some of the packages. So for that, this repository comes and play the role. Okay, so let me show the content of this file. Hmm. So this is the file. This is the content actually. So you might have seen that three sections are coming when you do update. Sorry, I don't want to make changes. So yum update, when you do, let me do yum update. Oh, it has gone quickly. Okay. So as soon as I have pressed yum update, it has gone to fetch base, extras, and update repository. Okay. And it would have downloaded the metadata for all threes: base, extra, and updates. So this is the base, this is extras, and this is updates. So the information what it needs, actually it needs the information of basic information it needs is URL from where to fetch, and the exact what to say, exact folder from where it has to fetch the information, and what are all other information I will tell you. So the name, actually here it's a variable, you can see that this is again in a script file. Okay, name equals to, this is a variable, CentOS hyphen dollar release version hyphen base. So the name is going to be somewhere used here, and this is again a mirror list. Mirror list is getting utilized by when we run the command along with name. Mirror list is going to be get utilized. So in mirror list we have this what to say, this website to go, mirrorlist.centos.org slash release equal to release version ampersand arc. So these are all variables which this file needs to resolve, and equals to base arc and repo ampersand repo equals to OS and infra equals to, I'm not able to see, I need to wait. This is not good. Yep, this is not good that I'm not getting the next lines. Anyways, as of now, just look at this itself. Mirrorlist.centos.org. So this is having a link from where it has to fetch, and this will have the folder also, the way we have mentioned folder here. This is actually a folder name inside the repository, CentOS slash release version slash update slash base arc. So I will go to this link and will show you that actually it's going to this website. Here I have disabled it as of now. So it is getting enabled from here. It's getting fetching from this mirror list. Okay. So let's say if this would have been enabled, base URL would have been enabled, in that case, it's going to fetch from here. So let me show you how this looks, mirror.centos.org. In that, in mirror.centos.org, it is going to slash CentOS slash CentOS, and after that it's going to release version. Okay, so I have a release version of CentOS 7. it should display the directory here. Yeah, you can see that. This is all the directory of CentOS, release CentOS versions. So I have downloaded CentOS 7. So the release version will be 7 or 792009. So I have gone into 792009. Okay, so in that, what it's looking for, updates, because I am into the section of updates. It will look for the update. So here we might need to have a directory called updates. You can see that we have a directory called update. And this update, which version we are looking for, I mean, which kind of updates we are looking for. We have an update for x86 underscore 64. I mean, 64-bit packages has been updated here. And after that, this is the repo data. Here, all your metadata used to be placed. It's your file. Whenever you download or whenever you do yum update, your directory, not directory, your yum update command is going to download some of this metadata, and keep it into your file. Keep it into your folder. You can see that. Okay, and after that, it fetches some of the files from here and gets the package location, and again it downloads the package from here inside the packages. You can see the list of packages. It goes on, goes on. Somebody was asking for XFS also. Okay, let's see if we have anything related to XFS. No, we don't have any package for XFS. Oh, so what update we might need? Firewall. You can see that we have some of the packages for firewall D. We have installed. Okay, we have got an update for HTTPD also, correct? You can see that we have a package for HTTPD also. All these packages are in updates. If somebody is able to correctly remember, we might have downloaded some of these, any of these, this package, CentOS 5.x36 underscore 64.rpm. Okay, this package we might have downloaded by going onto the web from pkgs.org. pkgs.org. We might have downloaded from here on that day when I was explaining about how to update a package, and in a two-way it gets updated. One manually, sorry, not update, installing of a package. One manually and another automatically. So for manual installation, I might have downloaded the package from this location and installed it. Okay, but in automatically, your yum repository is going to download this package from this location actually, and it's going to keep into your system and install it, and it's not going to complain anything to you that how it has been done. Okay, so let me explain another things also. What are all other fields? So this name, mirror list, or base URL, any one of these two you can use. Okay, and I think it is mentioned here also. Wait, it mentioned here also. If the mirror list does not work for you, as a fallback, you can try remarked out base URL line instead. So it means it's saying that if mirror list is not working for me, I can try base URL. So either mirror list or base URL I can use. Okay, so if I want to use base URL, I need to comment this mirror list so that I can use this. So there are two different places for the same repository. Okay, name is going to tell the name of which CentOS version we are using. That's it. There's nothing much about it. But yes, this variable will be get utilized in the command or by this script itself. GPG check and GPG key. What is a GPG key? I told you in last section that GPG key is a key which is going to be, it's a public key which has been given by this CentOS people to keep into your system and so that whenever you install any package from this mirror list, this GPG key or your yum package will check the signature of this mirror list. Okay, let me explain again this here. Screen is visible, correct?
Yes,
Screen
sir.
is visible to everyone. Yeah, okay, thank you. Where is the pen? Yeah. So let's say we have downloaded the package, okay, and after downloading, somebody is tampering the data in between itself. When we started download and it reaches to us, somebody has tampered the data in your RPM file, .rpm file. So what happens is, after downloading, inside your system, there is a command to generate the signature. So after you change data, let's say you have, I'm just assuming that previously you might have, let's say, A, B, C written in your file. Okay, let's say you are downloading http.rpm file. You are downloading, you are updating. Okay, and in http file, you might have written, or the the person who is giving you this package has written ABC, and in the place of the ABC, somebody has embedded malicious code to hack your system. Okay, so what happens when this package reaches to your system? Yum package is going to generate a checksum along with the GPG key, public GPG key, which has been received from CentOS. So remember that first time when we installed the package, we are required to say yes or no during the package installation for the GPG key, or it was asking for installing a certificate. When you look at the video, you will realize that yes, it was asking. So it will ask for the first time. What it is going to do, it is going to download a public key from here to your machine. So what is the role of that public key? Public key came from here and kept it into your machine. Okay, so this is PK. I'm saying it's public key. Now you have downloaded this http. Please follow this, because there are so many components which is mixing from here and there, so you may miss if you're not paying concentration, if you're not attentive here. Okay, so you have downloaded the package, you are already having GPG key here, public key. So what yum command will do is, it will generate a checksum out of this along with the help of this public key, and it will generate a signature. Checksum means you can say that here it is going to generate a signature. Signature can be anything. Let's consider this is a signature which will have some random data. Okay, so this signature will not match to the signature which is existing in this system. Not in this system, sorry, in this package. This is the package, correct? Okay, let me tell you what a package may contain. What a pen. Okay, fine. Okay, even though after that also I'm not able to draw. Somewhat okay. Okay, so what package will contain? Package will contain the information about what is the size, what is the content, what is the signature of it, and which are all things it supports, which are all dependency it is having with the other packages. So this portion, signature, this signature has been kept by CentOS people. The signature has been kept by CentOS people in this machine, sorry, in this package after signing this package itself. So they sign the package. The signing means they keep their some of the traces of their private key. Please make sure at some places I'm using private key, at some places I'm using public key. So there are two different things, public key and private key. As of now, please remember this. We'll once again not cover the whole session, but some part of it to understand what is public key and what is private key and how it has been used. Okay, how encryption and decryption works. So private key, they will encrypt this, they will generate a checksum or the signature based on whatever they have written. They have written some ABC, ABC, DEFGH, let's say they have written everything. And based on what they have written, they are going to generate a signature here. Okay. So along with this package, we'll get this data and this signature also. This package reaches here to us, and in between, some hacker has modified our data. ABC, wherever ABC has written, they have kept instead of ABC, they have kept what to say? They have kept some malicious package. They have written some malicious code here, so that HTTP, whenever I'm running HTTPD, my system can be hacked. Okay. So what happens is when Yum receives a package, it the way they have generated, the way the CentOS people has generated the signature, now Yum will also generate a signature, and it will check whether this signature, whatever we have generated, the signature will be get generated based on the data. So in this RPM package, now whatever we are having right now, this RPM package, will be get checked against the malicious code by the hacker. This code has been fed by the malicious code by the hacker and the remaining data. So whatever the checksum will get generated after this will be different. So this is different, and whatever the came along with package is different. So when the both packages are different, sorry, the both signature are different. So this difference will warn you, or you will get a warning that this signature is not matching with the stock signature. A stock signature means the signature which you have got from CentOS. I mean this signature. You will get a warning. If you want to discard this package, you can, which is advisable. If you don't want to discard this package, if you want to go ahead, it's up to you. So that is why it's always preferable to enable the GPG check of the package. So that is what this fellow is doing the work here. GPG check means it means I want this GPG check to happen every time when I download the package. And what is the location of this GPG key? etc pki rpm gpg rpm gpg key CentOS 7. This is the location of this. This is the location of their public key. Okay, let me see. etc pki rpm gpg key. etc pki rpm gpg CentOS 7. Okay, you want to see what is there? Cat. This is the key. This is a key file, public key. I told you this is the public key. You can see that here. It says that int pgp public key block. I told you this is the public key we have got from the CentOS website. So this is the public key. All your data will get encrypted against all this public key. So when you'll go through this video again, probably you will have a better idea what I was trying to say. Okay. I'm not sure. I mean, this diagram will help you or not. Do you think this diagram is going to help? If yes, then I can export this as a PDF or maybe as an image, and probably you can look at it at some point of time. Everything did not came. Okay. Maybe I will see how I can export everything and then I can give it to you if it helps at all. If it's not going to help, then no issues. I can discard this. You guys need this or don't need? Okay. No reply means nobody needs
Needs
it,
it,
it
bro.
seems. Oh, okay. Fine. So when you'll go through video once again, probably you'll be having a better idea what the GPG key is doing here and why we are enabling it. Okay. So there is one more argument which is not mentioned here because it's not required at all. Okay. CentOS, let me see. Sources.repo. Enabled. Enabled argument is here. Okay. So let me add this argument for everything, everywhere. And what will happen after that, we'll see. enabled equals to 0. Enabled equals to 0. It means I'm saying this repository to be disabled. This also to be get disabled. Extras also to be get disabled. That's it. I saved and closed it. Now I will do yum space update. You can see that what the message it's throwing. Loading mirror speed for cache host file. There are no enabled mirror. I don't have any enabled repository. Okay. So if I'm enabling, let's say only base. I'm not enabling, sorry. Let's say I have enabled just only base. You can see that it's downloaded for base. It's downloaded the metadata from base. Actually, it's not downloaded because it has just checked the current version which is sitting in this system and the version which is available on this mirror list, whatever the website it looks for. Okay, so if those has any difference, then it is going to download. If it does not have any difference in the header files or in the change of date, then it's not going to download anything at all. So that's why you can see that 3.6 KB only. So ultimately it has not downloaded anything from the base. So no package marked for update here, you can see that. And here you can see that only it is trying to update only one package based on what we have mentioned. Only one package. So you understood the role of this repo.d, CentOS base.repo. If you want to enable, you can enable, but by default you should enable these three packages, these three repo list, because these three are very essential for your system to work smoothly. Now as soon as I have done yum update, you will see that it has gone. Okay, so it has tried to update from the update also. So this is it. If you have any doubt, you can let me know. So let me stop the recording here.